So what's going on? So I'm thinking about Jeanie Buss, the Lakers owner, and I remember that video where she says that they deserved a bubble ring, and she talked about they deserved it because of losing Kobe and everything. I said, what about New York? What about the rest of the country? I think she's so entitled. I remember how she's done Jerry West, what they did, revoked him. His name is barely on the tribute on the uniforms. I remember it was an ESPN segment where they talked about this franchise is so great and how they take care of their own. Jerry West said, I wouldn't want anything to do with them. One of his problems was involving Jeanie Buss because she was involved with Phil Jackson back when Phil was coaching Shaq and Kobe, etc., etc. And it was a conflict of interest. And so business pleasure, etc. But there is an extra segment of why people don't really like her, and the politics involved and everything. And then she talked about, well, this was for Kobe. Then how do you, in good faith, a few years later, trade the man who hit the game-winning shot in the corner against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals when he said Kobe, Anthony Davis? How do you, in good faith, do that? Oh yeah, y'all did make history. Y'all won a bubble ring and an in-season tournament. Oh boy, those were the standards of Lake Lord. And then you're stuck with a spiteful, vengeful, in over his head coach and JJ Redick, who they're doing good, but they're not great. They're a work in progress. And it's gonna take a lot of work. And even though they had little spurts and runs, Luka Doncic, there's a lot that needs to be done and how you going forward. So I have to pick on her. I think she's been a bit much. That clip came up in my files, and I thought about how when she sounded so arrogant and smug, talking about we deserve that ring. Everybody that played in the bubble deserve they should all get a flag or something for participating. Adam Silver should have been ashamed of himself. There shouldn't have been no season that year. It really shouldn't have. And a lot of people don't acknowledge it. But that shows you how desperate there is to push an agenda, you know. And there are people who got mixed emotions. I mean, yes, it counted in the count, but it don't really feel accurate. It feels artificial. But a lot of stuff that comes out of LA feels artificial. That's nothing new. But I have taken exception to Jeanie Buss. I've thinking that, you know, looking at the ownership, that's the reason why they got afloat. They got LeBron in, and they got a couple little token parts. But look at all the coaches they've gone through. Look at all the staff they've gone through. And the reality is they better hope the Luka thing works out, because if it doesn't, they could be in for a real nightmare. And I really don't care. I'm so tired.